Hey guys, my wife has constantly been telling me that I need to talk more about the decentralized social media that exists. I recently got interested in decentralized social media because I had seen a lot of things in media, like just social media, like us being like siphoned, siloed into particular streams or whatever, like just basically us being products of so many different social media organizations. And when I was telling my wife about it and being very passionate about telling my wife about it and like the necessity of it, she was like, you need to tell other people. Like, other people need to know that there are avenues that they can take for their own personal freedom. So it that's kind of important. Like, like there's so many different ones. And I had been going through a deep dive. Actually, I should just go to matrix.org. I've been going through a deep dive of these different social media platforms that are decentralized. So they are not owned by a corporation, like your data is not for sale. It's free and open source, so you can look at the source code for all of these things if you want to. It's a whole world that you can get into. So like there's like Mastodon, which is kind of like Mastodon is kind of like, Twitter. There's Matrix, which is actually a protocol, and through Matrix you can get a number of different clients. Like the client that I'm using right now is called Element. There's Pixel Feed, which is kind of like Twitter. You have PeerTube, which is a bit like YouTube. Granted, I don't see the same user base, the same user base in PeerTube that I do in like YouTube. Whereas like Pixel Feed, like it looks like a pretty cool community. Like there's a whole bunch of folks like doing stuff. Element, there's a whole bunch of people talking about it, and you can like search different rooms, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of tutorials for Element, which is Element is a front end for the Matrix protocol. The Matrix protocol ties together a whole bunch of different clients. So basically, like Element is like, if you had a front end for a social media platform, and there's a number of different front ends for that social media platform, and you can like jump into any of them, like whichever one looks the best. You'll have the exact same access to that information, and there's so much. It's a completely different sort of ecosystem. It's a completely different way to do social media without the ownership of a corporation controlling your social media experience, which is really, it's a really different way to look at connecting with other people, and sharing and expanding other interests. And I'd honestly never been a Twitter user, so coming across Mastodon was a radically new experience for me. And I have actually an installed web app, because you can install web apps through the Chromium browser. I'm not gonna dig too deep into any of these specific posts, but I made a Mastodon, and I mean, you can see like it looks somewhat similar to what Twitter would look like, but just a bit more expansive, or I should say what X would look like, but this being like a bit more expansive, being able to see like real-time local feeds. Like it's really cool to be able to look at social media in a way that's unplugged from corporate interest. And I think it's something that can really change the way that we communicate, connect, and change the way that the world moves forward as a whole. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.